When I was 14, I dropped out of high school and headed out to sea. We were pillaging the seas in the most unsustainable methods. Our trawls were destroying entire ecosystems, and we were selling our fish to McDonald's for their fish with sandwiches. I was a young fisherman, and I wanted to spend my life at sea, but I just couldn't take this unsustainable path anymore. I ended up here in Long Island Sound. I leased some ground and started growing oysters. Over the years, I've grown into a 3D farm, growing 6 different species of shellfish and seaweed using the entire water column. I grow seaweed, scallops, and mussels on the top, and on the bottom in cages, I have my oysters and my clams. The farm has 3 main elements. We grow good local food, we do ecosystem restoration, and we're trying to transition fishing communities into some sort of new blue-green economy. On the food front, we're growing some of the best food around. Our mussels and scallops are filled with protein and omega-3s. Our seaweeds have more iron than red meat, more calcium than milk, and more protein than soybeans. So this is healthy stuff. We specifically designed the farm around the principle of restoration rather than depletion. Different species are attracted to the farm, over 150 different ones. So what was once a barren patch of ocean is now this thriving ecosystem. The kelp we grow is called the rainforest of the sea because it absorbs more than 5 times the amount of carbon as land-based plants. This is the carbon that's destroying our oceans and causing climate change. Kelp is also an incredible organic fertilizer, so we have a partnership with organic farmers. When I first started farming kelp, I thought it was just great because it was chock full of nutrients and that it restored ecosystems. Then I discovered it's also an amazing biofuel. On 1 acre, we can grow 2,000 gallons of biofuel. If we were to create a network of farms that totaled half the size of Maine, we could replace all of the oil in the United States. But restoring our oceans and mitigating climate change just isn't enough. We also need to build a blue-green economy. We created a program called Project Green Wave, where we hire students from Bridgeport, they're mostly inner city kids, to run a fish market, to process seaweed. They work with local chefs to learn how to prepare things. They come out and do ocean farming. The kids get to learn about a whole new industry. I believe deeply that my farm could be a model of how we can save our seas, how we can save our planet, and ultimately ourselves. But I need your support to scale up my farm. Together we can build a better future. We can create a blue-green revolution that fights climate change, feeds the world, and creates blue-green jobs. Join me.